the stick of Terry, pops right into the middle of the ice. Rust got it towards the net, and it ricochets to the corner as Crosby nearly got to it. Raquel gets it on net, and a good job by Gibson to hang on to that. Nedeljkovic gets his first touch, but it was a pregnant pause before he went back to touch that puck, and he nearly wasn't able to get to it. Now Brian Dumoulin wraps it off the side of his own net.
Their general manager, Kyle Dubas, making no bones about the fact. Oh, my.
Tomasino tries to go 5-hole on Gibson.
For the Ducks, see a couple of players going to the same guy, and they just let Tomasino keep going towards the net. I think he was trying to slide that across the crease to Kevin Hayes. And John Gibson gets a little piece of that, I think, with the left leg. Yeah, he gets that left knee down just.
Excuse me, it was Nieto, and he puts it over to Drew O'Connor, who fired it right back into the slot. And now here's a chance for Carlson, the always active defenseman. And a pass back to the point by Carlson, deflected off of Beauvillier, who now chases into the Anaheim zone as Hellison beats him to it. Behind the net, it's Beauvillier who comes away with it, hooks it right back in front on the forehand, and Gibson stayed with it. But the former Boston Bruin, Matt Grizzlick, is there to clean it up, and now gives it back to Achari. His long shot handled by Achari. No score between the Pens and Ducks as Bunting moves it off the boards. Pettersson from the left point gets it to a quick-moving Carlson, and back to the line. It's Bunting, whose long slap shot is handled by the stick of Gibson, and the Ducks quick to break out. Pass intended for Killorn goes awry from Zegras on the rush at the blue line. Ducks try to recover possession and do. Killorn circles with it on the stripe, finds a little space, lets a shot go, and it comes all right over to a wide open Carlson, who missed a yawning net. Back to Hellison, pad save Nedeljkovic, and he stops Killorn on the rebound. Gauthier makes a nice play, and it sneaks through. Here comes McTavish into the zone with Robbie Fabry. Throws it wide. Boy, Nedeljkovic didn't move. I don't think he ever saw it. Back to the line. Rebound for Fabry, and another open net, and now McTavish is able to convert.
Numbers going to the front of the net, and that pays off. You put it low along the ice into the feet of the goaltender, and if he doesn't angle that stick properly, that's what Trouba does. The rebound stays in front of him. This will be interesting. I know the Penguins over on their bench are taking a look at this as to whether or not this could be considered goaltender interference. Fabry goes right over top of the Nedeljkovic, but there's no way that he's going to be able to make a play on the McTavish rebound bid. So Anaheim with a 1-0 lead, and good work down low. Reading the situation, he puts pucks into good spots.
On the rush, Hayes hands it off, and a sprawling right pad saved by Gibson. But maybe more importantly, the response from the Pens stopped by a big. Killorn picks it up, motors to center, indirect pass off the boards, chipped in by Carlson, and quickly reversed around by Chris Letang. Turned over. Here's Killorn alone in front. Nedeljkovic turns him away as Lacombe set him up.
The Ducks, the team that are generating the chances. Alex Killorn tries to slide it 5-hole. Nedeljkovic seals it off.
O'Connor trying to get wide on Dumoulin. Got a stick in there on him and forces him to the corner. Zegras moves it to the middle, and Hellison jumps up to join the rush. Killorn fights through. The defender comes in, fires, scores! There was a delayed penalty coming up. Killorn has made it 2-0.
Alex Killorn does a beautiful job of controlling this puck, able to score this goal, and that's high glove. Because it's kind of a bouncing puck. It finally settles down, but he's just down below the dot. And Nedeljkovic would tell you that he's a little bit off his angle right here, because now that's not a lot on this shot by Killorn, but it's just well placed. Nedeljkovic loses his angle. Killorn makes him pay.
Pass intended to get to the front of the net for Raquel. Ricochets out, and Crosby rescues it. Pens look to open things up. Raquel drops below the goal line and trades places with Rust. Now Rust across, and Bunting scores. Well, that's why Michael Bunting now has 9 power play goals.
Rickard Raquel is going to swing out high, and then Rust takes the spot, and there's the 2-on-1 in front. Dumoulin defending. And look where that pass goes, right through the triangle between the heel of the stick and the toe of the skate of Dumoulin. And it's a slam dunk goal for Michael Bunting, and not much that John Gibson can do about it. Boy, Gibson almost gets.
Leading scorer, leads the team in assists, better than a point a game for the 20th consecutive season. Now here's Strome setting up Vetrano, and the rebound came out the other side. Nedeljkovic made the stop but did not control his rebound. Now this one gets through from the point, and he's able to find it and cover up.
And you're going to see why he thought he scored, because this goes through the arm and the body, then hits the post in behind the Pittsburgh netminder. So first big break of the game belongs to Nedeljkovic, and the fact that it hits the post and then comes back and hits him.
That's got to be part of the story. Gudas breaking his stick. And now the Pens the other way. They've got numbers. Here comes Crosby. Got it across. What a save by Gibson. As he absolutely robbed Carlson coming off the right point.
10-bell stop moments ago by John Gibson. Look at the numbers on the approach. There's the pass across, and it's Crosby all the way across the ice, and it was Carlson that just shoveled it. He thought he had a wide open net. He was not anticipating that left leg.
Nashville, Chicago, and whoa, what a chance there, Vancouver, as Glass alone in front of the net. No.
Now, Cody Glass shaking his head. This is a bad turnover right behind the net. Strome coughed it up, and boy, it was.
Dumoulin knocks it down at center, but it's picked up by Malkin. Trying to change direction on Ellison. It went off Drew's skate. He tracks it down and moves it back. Ellison has an assist in this game tonight for Anaheim in his return to the lineup after sitting the last three. Strange bounce off the stanchion. Right in front, and Fabry scores. Excuse me, it's McTavish gets his second of the game. The old ghosts of the Zamboni corner at Honda Center strike again.
A hold of this puck, and it's almost like a shootout breakaway from McTavish, in that with no speed whatsoever, he's allowed to measure the goaltender, and he throws a shoulder fake that gets Nedeljkovic absolutely swimming, and then he pulls it back to the forehand side and just jams it into a wide open net.
Carlson bounces it to the left of Gibson, who lays the paddle of the stick down and keeps the puck alive. Strome reverses it around. Terry does a nice job to protect it as Grzelcyk moved up the wall on him. Long lead pass. Here's an open Vetrano. Strome finds him. Score! Huge goal. 4-1 Anaheim.
Into the middle, created opportunities for Pittsburgh. This one he holds on to, makes a direct stretch pass to Strome. And then watch the quick hands of Vetrano. That's not in his wheelhouse, but he brings it quickly from the backhand to the forehand and just kind of stuffs it past Nedeljkovic on the blocker side. Great finish from Frank.
Could be an interesting trade deadline deal in the day in the Steel City.
He's looking at the Washington Capitals.
Carlson got in. Boy, he was sent nicely in through the middle of the ice by Zegras. Ducks win it back and take too much time to clear. Malkin leans into it. Gibson made the save. Lunges to cover the rebound to his left.
Great stop. Think about Evgeny Malkin, as tired as he is. You see Crosby got a little hack in on Trouba that created the issue for him. A good stop by John.
Of the Ducks without a stick was Vetrano. Now it's lifted to center, and McTavish one hands it off the post as he was that close to a hat trick.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan Samuels-Thomas, the referee, over clears things up. Ducks win the draw. Killorn tries to sail it to the empty net, and he will hit it. Alex Killorn from 200 feet at the 18-minute mark, and the Ducks lead 5-1.
Third crack at the empty net from long range, and it was the veteran Killorn. And Nedeljkovic will finish this game back in the goal crease.
Well, McTavish almost caught up to it as Penguins continue to work, and now it's popped out by Robbie Fabry. Gauthier, second gear, comes in and forces Nedeljkovic to make a save, and then he gets wiped out in the corner.
And Gauthier gets the shoulders inside. There's the hook by Joseph.
Deflects it to the front of the Pittsburgh net. Terry comes up with it. Lacombe finds Zegras. One-timer. Stick save by Nedeljkovic as the horn sounds in the background. And the Ducks with a convincing win tonight at Honda Center over the Penguins, 5-1.